Welcome back to episode 3 of the Indiana College Hoops Legacy. We're sitting at 4-1. We got some tough matchups today, which include a return to the previous college I coached before just joining Indiana this season at Princeton. But before we do that, we will take on DePaul. And they're a little bit better than that 4-3 record they're holding there. They got some nice bigs, averaging about 10 each a game overall. They're pretty nice, 85 overall, not bad. Their best player, Tanner Thornton here, is out, so that should potentially help us, or at least injured. But they have a pretty nice looking team here, so let's get into it. So 4-3 DePaul comes to Bloomington to take on 4-1 Hoosiers as we look to get back on track following that loss to Nebraska. This one ended up being a defensive battle, though, going into halftime, tied at 29. It would stay that way throughout most of the second half until DePaul shooters started to really hit, especially from 3, giving them a bit of a lead. That tacked on with some poor fouling. As you see, Height here is the hot hand of the day. Terrible foul. Another easy open shot for Visakis. What a name. Turnovers. IU just got really sloppy here in the second with another foul. So things started to kind of get away from the Hoosiers. Hoosiers end up losing by 9 points. Tough loss. The injured Thornton here getting boards for days. 14 rebounds with an injury. Tough loss for the Hoosiers. Maybe looking ahead to that Princeton game, but definitely not how you want things to go here. You can see by the stats, we weren't really hitting shots. Johansson was mainly our guy here. Tracy Cuffle really struggled, 4 for 6. He was in foul trouble all game. Aguilar, kind of the main guy, main shooter, also struggled. So rough loss here. We look to turn it around against Princeton. So now on a 2-game losing streak, we head to Princeton, who we've built into kind of a nice team here, maybe a little too nice. These are all guys that we brought in the past season. Adama Alexander, he's going off this year, 13.8 a game, coming off a conference freshman player of the year. Samuel Patrick, he's a beast. Princeton has a nice little 9-3 record. Not too bad a losses, some ranked teams, so this will be good. Let's get into it. We have another close game here, down 5 with less than a minute and a half left. Huge 3 by Jonathan Dowdle there. Huge, brings us down only 2. Big defensive stop here on the other end. Johnson with the board, brings it down the court. Looking for the open shot, down 2 to tie it up here with less than a minute left. Dowdle looking to get open, setting the pick and roll for Tracy Cuttle. Tracy cuts to the net. We find him off the glass, tie game. Now with just 45 seconds left, Princeton inbounds the ball to Lang. Lang dribbles it up the court, holding it, wasting the clock down here. Give it to Patrick on the perimeter. Patrick holds it. Back to Lang. We're on him. We're in the man-to-man defense. Since 2-3 zone, we're just getting waxed in. Lang passes it off to Alexander. Alexander can't get anywhere. We got Aguilar in front of him. Oh, he gets around him and swats. Foul on Height. Probably should have been out of bounds, but, whatever. Princeton's going to hit both free throws. Back up 2. Johnson brings it back down. Wide open Dowdle. Bang. 3-pointer. 1-point lead with 11 seconds left. Princeton inbound the ball. Huge tip by Johnson. Height grabs it. Quick foul. This one could be in the books here. On the other inbound here, we're going to get it to Aguilar. He's been money from free throw, so sending Aguilar to the line. Things are looking up for the Hoosiers here. If we can sink both, go up 3 with 6 seconds left. And he misses it. Height gets the easy board, though. So he'll go to the line now. He hits the first. Up 2. Hits the third. Now we're up 3 with just 4 seconds left. So Princeton inbounds the ball, brings it up really quickly here up court. And back to Lang for the buzzer beater 3. Now we're going to fucking overtime. Despite being up for the beginning of overtime, the Hoosiers just totally went ice cold here. You can see just struggling to get it to the basket. Bad shots, bad takes. They're giving us nothing. Brick. Get the board. Get it to Dowdle. Miss. Brick. So Princeton's going to end up taking this one home. Absolute heartbreaker in a game we should have won multiple times, had the lead, just needed to close it out, but couldn't get it done. Just like that, the Hoosiers are on a 3-game losing streak. Records at 4-3. Next up, we got Butler before we have the holiday tournament here against Kansas State, then Georgia. Then we start the Big Ten. So really got to pick it up. This is a huge game against Butler. We're at home. We need this win. They're 2-5. They're struggling. So this is a really big game for the boys. We're able to do whatever we wanted here against Butler. You see Fernando Johnson, huge game, getting to the rack with an and one. He's going to finish this here, make it a 3-point play. And there's another 3-point play here by Aguilar, taking it hard to the rack. He was our team leader in points. Just total domination in this one. Able to get that win, get back on track here before we head to that Vegas jackpot challenge. Nice little 73-45 win. We only turned the ball over 5 times, which is very surprising, and we'll take that. A lot of all-around good play here. Aguilar leading the way with 18 points. Cuffle found him 15-4. Fernando Johnson 11-2 with 8 rebounds. Johnson there. I just sorted it. Poor timing on the sort, but overall good win. So nice little feel-good win there against Butler, 73-45. Next up, we have our tournament. We go against 7-3 Kansas, who looks pretty good. They're 7-3. We'll see who they've played, but pretty interesting with this tournament. The jackpot challenge. We have potentially Kentucky if we can get past Kansas State here. So, losers bracket plays Indiana State, who we already beat. They're not too great, so we really got to get this win here against Kansas State. Let's see what their roster is looking like. Ours is going pretty well. We got Cuffle, he's developing. Let's see, second round he's dropping, so we need to get him back into the first round there, hopefully. We got anyone else with any... No one else is thinking NBA there for us, so that aside, if we go to Kansas here, so Big 12, Kansas State, so they got 281 or 280s, so we should be able to take what they're doing here. So 12, 10. So these are their 2 main guys. They got a guard, small forward, shooting guard. So it should be a fair match. I'm not going to go too much into that because, as I've done in the past, it doesn't age well when I ended up getting smoked by them. So anyway, let's get it going here. We got Kansas State up next. So that'll do it for this episode. Next episode, we'll go to this Vegas jackpot challenge. We'll take on Kansas State, see how that goes. Potentially take on rival Kentucky after that. Like always, if you have any feedback, I'm still new to this, so Please leave any comments, any suggestions in the comment section. A like or subscription would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, everyone. All the best.